in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison, it is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Their visitors. Looking for space, it's Hill. Runs through the tackle. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Keelan Russell. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. Right on the money. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Rodgers. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. Looking for room, it's Hill. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Might as well stick with him. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. And if you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They'll try the right side. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Gives it on the option. Breaks into the open. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the Tide. Trainer's out evaluating this junior safety. We'll let you know his condition. Holly keeping an eye on all of the injuries for us. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught in the backfield. It's Craver. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made a lot of big plays throughout his career. So you bring in Horton, who comes over for Alabama. Big physical guy who can make plays down the field. Craver can take a hitch route, 80 yards, and score. Still a really good 1-2 punch of this Aggies offense, especially the passing attack. Still going to be tough to stop.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Reed rushes on him, and he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. Reed to throw for it on 4th. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Maybe some room here. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
The Aggies back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Using his feet. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Quarterback keeps it. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. Might be changing the route. QB draw. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were in the last 4th down.
Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass, and you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. He'll pull it down. Oh, he's got some space. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up a big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They flipped into the field and we're ready to play. First play of the period, first down here. On the run, it's Hill. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He'll pull it down and run. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the second and short.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The run inside. It's Hill. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together. First and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
Motion from the wideout. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Throwing Reed. He's going to run it. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
It'll be 3rd and long. Running inside. It's Owens. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4th downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter 4th down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I think this offense might have to take this opportunity to be aggressive, try to make this 4th down conversion, and try to go down the field and get some points on the board.
And they're going to try to convert on 4th down. 1 for 2 so far today. A run for the quarterback. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Sends it back in motion. Throwing Russell. Buys a little extra time. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And not surprised at all, man. You force the turnover, great field position, and you get aggressive. You try to throw the football on the first play. This is that little fringe area, man. That 30 to 50-yard line, you got a lot of space to still throw. You get your receivers open and try to make plays in the passing game.
Back to throw, it's Russell. Finds his man, it's Hill. Oh, what a cut! They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a 1st down just outside the red zone. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like, it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The give to the back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Across the 10. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown tie. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
2 minutes of the half. On the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Texas A&M going quickly.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. On target. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the 1st down. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. On the direct snap, it's Owens. Got a little grass. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Reed. Pressure coming. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
You don't see bat downs all the time. A lot of times guys break on the football, the defensive backs, and they're trying to catch it and make a play. I like he knew where he was. He's in the end zone, not trying to give up points. Does a great job breaking on the football and swatting it to the ground.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Reed. Looking for the score. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Well, needless to say, they needed that touchdown. They're down by a lot of points here in this game, and finally something goes right for them offensively. They put the drive together. They score here at the end of the 1st half. Now, in the 2nd half, they need a lot more of this, and they're going to have to go tempo. They're going to have to stay aggressive, but maybe this gives them the confidence they need to stage a comeback. We'll see.
Under a minute to play here in the 1st half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the 1st half.
You never want to make a mistake right before the half and change the momentum of the football game. So I get it. Sometimes you want to be patient. Sometimes you want to be a little bit conservative, and obviously they're taking the conservative route.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We start with a look at Virginia Tech taking on the Boston College Eagles. And it's the Hokies with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. They now sit at a sterling 5-0 on the season, keeping their unbeaten streak going. Here now some other games you may have interest in and social media. Some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Tide offense rolls onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Came up just inches short on first down. Now just a few links to go here on second. Running to the left. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the Tide. The freshman running back being attended to. We hope he's able to get back in the game shortly. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Quarterback may change this route. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Owens. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, cause direct. That had to be a blown assignment. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. In the gun, third down, Reed. They're working that left side. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up for it.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Fourth down, Reed. Hauls it in. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Texas A&M going up tempo. This is a designed run.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of hands.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Here's Reed to throw. Keeps looking downfield. Going to try to get it himself. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. The offense changing the play. They've been running it, but now the pass. Fires to the right. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert 3rd and 4. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
Well, the QB knew coming into this one it was going to be tough. They have a lot of athletes on the back end, but today, guys just not able to separate. Accuracy hasn't always been perfect, and as a result, they've got another ball getting knocked away for an incompletion.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty. So the offense gets a little bit closer to the goal line after the penalty. And the offense will take that gift, set up right on the doorstep, 1st and goal with the 1. Leaves it with the back. Touchdown, Texas A&M. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The Alabama offense coming onto the field. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive reason. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make more plays.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The option. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Now here's Russell. Now adjusting. He's going to take off. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got two quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Russell. Makes the grab. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Quarterback empties his backfield. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
He did a really good job on 3rd down, knowing where the sticks were.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Gives it on the option. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Russell to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Edwards. Makes a move. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back. And boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets. Bye, Felicia.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty.
Number 38, substitute.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Russell on play action. Here comes the heat. Complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Crimson Tide with the aerial assault working back at it here. They'll give it to the back.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run now.
Here they come on second down, trying to put this game away. They'll send the tight end in motion. They go right back to it. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Quarterback keeper. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. The give and tick, 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 tick. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it. It's Hill. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up the throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Third down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. Now here's Russell. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Pucks it out of the air. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? If they can just hang on, they might be able to notch their first victory of the season.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got it out. He goes out of bounds at the 38-yard line, and just spectacular work from the return unit on that one. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Reed. Oh, they're after him. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw, it's Reed.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution, dual-threat quarterbacks. You're seeing 2 great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys that's been the big story so far.
So now it's 2nd and long. He might want another play. Calls his own number. Keeps it himself. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggie! And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back. Just 1 possession away. The Aggies get it right back.
And that's step 1. Great job by this offense of getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the 1st down, but you've got it. There he goes. Hits the slide, got the 1st down with his feet.
Yeah, and he's done a great job all game long, making the right decisions, but knowing when to pull it and continue to keep drives alive. He's continuing to make the right decision time and time again.
He'll try to do it himself. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, 1st down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
The running threat of the QB it gives you the +1. It's just such a headache. He can always pull it. He can give it. There's so many options, and this defense so far hasn't had a lot of answers in trying to stop this offense.
Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Hill. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
The hand.
Oh, look out, the ball's free. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. Remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38.
First and 10.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Throwing Reed. A strike downfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Lets it fly deep downfield. And the pass goes incomplete, looking to make things look a little tighter on the scoreboard, but that's going to do it. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we